I'm Shannon. This is Bailey. We are going to talk about the importance of a designation of healthcare surrogate and a living will. So, Bailey.
Yes.
Tell me.
So, designation for healthcare surrogate and a living will are two documents that go hand in hand. So, in the scenario where I am in an accident, a car accident is fairly common, the designation of healthcare surrogate allows me to list healthcare proxies, who I want to make those decisions.
And what happens if you don't have one of those documents?
They are going to look at just a list of people who have priority to make those decisions.
The medical proxy statute.
Yes. So for me right now, that would be my parents.
And in the medical proxy statute, it goes parents and then it goes siblings by majority. So if your parents disagreed, then we would have a problem.
Yes, we would.
And if we had a designation of healthcare surrogate where you're like, I want my dad to make those decisions or I want my boyfriend to make those decisions, then we wouldn't have a problem.
Yeah, that is what is great about the document, is it clearly outlines who's in charge of making decisions and what order that should go in.
So also, what if you're at the end of your life? So let's just say hypothetically, you're in this car accident and you have had a serious brain injury and a decision has to be made whether or not to have the brain surgery. And the doctors are telling you, you're unlikely to survive the surgery. And if you do survive, you're probably never going to walk and you're probably never going to communicate.
Sure.
So this same issue exists where what would you want to happen in that scenario, right?
Yes.
And then who do you trust to implement the living will? And remember, what is the living will?
So the living will is going to be the better document for that scenario because it's going to outline my wishes. When do I want care withdrawn, at what stage in that accident, or when I'm terminally ill, things of that nature. It's when do I want that line drawn. So it actually it pairs with the designation of healthcare surrogate because I'm trusting my healthcare surrogate to carry out my instructions left in the living will.
Right, so you're going to pick your healthcare surrogate.
I am.
And you're going to pick the person who would do what you want.
Yes.
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 Excellent. Okay, thanks Bailey.